Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala. And here we are on the 33rd Hadith, where the Prophet ﷺ said, لو يؤتى الناس بدعواهم لأدى رجال أموال قوم ودماءهم. If the people were given according to their claims, then the people would claim the wealth and the blood of others. لكن البينة, but the proof or the burden of proof is على المدعي, is on the one who claims, upon the claimant. واليمين على من أنكر, and the oath is upon the one who denies it. We ended up لكن البينة على المدعي واليمين على من أنكر. He says البينة, and again, without this word lakin in front of it, you could say al-bayyinat too. But you could say no, it's from the hadith. He just didn't say the word lakin. So we're still going to say al-bayyinat. It's up to you. Right? Al-mudda'i. Either way it goes, it's correct. Like we said, in the Quran, you're going to find the word Suratu Al-Mu'minun. Now, technically, this is Mudaf ilay. Abdullah, you got a bad feedback. Technically, Surah Al-Mu'minun is Mudaf ilay. And we know that the Mudaf ilay is Majroor. But it doesn't say Surah Al-Mu'mineen. Why? Because the name is Mu'minun. Al-Mu'minun. So we're not going to make the name Majroor, right? And change the name from being Al-Mu'minun because it's in a Mudaf position. Now, if we were to name, for instance, if we were to say Surah Al-Saf is the Surah of the Mu'mineen, and we were naming it that as an example, we're saying this is the Surah of the believers because it mentioned how the believers are a solid brick structure, then that would not be a title. Rather, it would just be a description from us, and it would be Surah Al-Mu'mineen. But since the surah's name is Al-Mu'minun, then it does not take the majroor. Anyway, hopefully that's clear. Right? So he says, Al-Bayyinatu ala-al-Mudda'i, or Al-Bayyinata ala-al-Mudda'i. The burden of proof or the evidence is upon the claimant. Laysa indahu bayyina. He's given an example here. Laysa indahu bayyinatun. So he doesn't have a bayyina. Right? Al-Yamin ala man ankara.
Indahu or indahu?
Indahu.
Okay.
Al-Yamina, and this is the same thing. Yaminu or Yamina. Right? Ala man ankara. Is upon the one who denies. Alladhi yunkir, the one who denies. Yahlifu al-yamin. Yahlifu. And this is yunkiru, 4 and 4. Yunkiru. Alladhi yunkiru, the one who yunkir. Yahlif. Right? The one who denies, he swears. Yahlifu. From ha, lam, fa. Yahlifu al-yamin. He swears an oath. Right? So, al-mudda'i, the one who claims something, laysa indahu bayyina. He doesn't have any evidence. He has no evidence. He has no receipt. He has no title. He has no registration. No proof of license plate. None of that stuff, as we said the other day, right? When I said Abdullah's truck was mine, I don't have any proof of that. I don't have any registration. I don't have any sales tax. I don't have any receipt from the bank. I don't have anything, right? So I can't prove that the truck is mine, but I still say it's mine. Idhin, at that point, al-yameen ala man ankara. The oath is upon the one who denies it. So Abdullah says, no way. You don't have any proof. That's my truck. Right? Alladhi yunkir, the one who denies the claim, yahlifu al-yameen. He swears an oath. He swears an oath. They call it yameen, and there's different reasons why they say it, because like they hold up their hand when you say, I swear, right? Like kind of what they do when they put their hand on the Bible and swear like this, right? So, yahlifu al-yameen. فَإِذَا لَمْ يَحْلِفْ. So if he doesn't swear, يَقْدِي عليه بالنكول. Nukul is a term. There's not one word for it. Nukul means refusal to testify in court. You're called into court. You refuse to testify. Then his testimony here would be his swearing of an oath. Yaqdi alayhi bin nukul. Then he is judged against for not providing evidence. So I said, it's my truck. Abdullah's truck is my truck. They said, bring your evidence, it's your truck. Show me registration. Show me something from the bank. Show me something. Right? And I don't have anything. Then they say, okay, he can't provide evidence, but he's still saying it's his. Abdullah says, no, it's mine. They say, okay, swear an oath that is your truck. All you got to do is say, Wallahi, is my truck. Wallahi. Use Allah's name and say it's yours. He said, no, I'm not saying that. Then he is judged against because he refused to testify, right? And therefore it'd be my truck. Right? Wa ahyanan, and sometimes قد يكون المدعي عليه, right, is another name or terminology for basically man ankara, right? Man ankara. Al-mudda'i alayhi is the one who the claim is against him, right? Al-mudda'i alayhi is the one who the claim is against him. Ahyanan, sometimes, yanqalibu, from qaf lam ba, yanqalibu here, form 7. It means he changes, he turns, he becomes. He comes from being the one who is being claimed against, alayhi, al-mudda'i alayhi, yanqalib ila mudda'in. He turns into the one who is making the claim. It changes, and he's going to explain that. Ila mudda'in. Right? Falo idda'a. So if he claimed annahu saddada qarda. Now, this is a mistake here. It should be one of two ways. Saddada, from sin dal, form 2, meaning he repaid or he dealt with qarda. A debt. If he says a debt, then it's qardan. If he says the debt, then it would be alif lam, al-qarda. Right? But if it's going to be without the alif lam, then we have to have an alif there at the end to make it hold that tanween. So it's either going to be qardan, as we wrote here, or al-qarda. It's going to be this way or that way. Saddada al-qarda or saddada qardan. فَلَوْ ادَّعَى أَنَّهُ سَدَّدَ قَرْضًا. So if he claims that he paid a debt, he saddada, he repaid qardan, a debt, right? A debt. Someone, Abdullah, loaned me some money, and I said I paid him back. أنا أدعي أنني سددت قرضا القرض. I said, I claimed that I repaid the debt. Al-Mudda'i. Yeah, but I changed it because I used it in a term. I did it myself, right?
Oh, okay.
Right. فلو ادعى أنه سدد القرض or قرضا. He claims he repaid either a debt or the debt. Either way. Al-Mudda'i. هنا, the claim here. الآن ادعى بسداد. He claimed, right? Al-Mudda'i, the one who's claiming here. هنا, here. الآن, he, now. ادعى بالسداد. He claimed that he paid it back. نقول, right? نقول, we say أثبت. From form 4. This is a command. أثبت. From أثبت يثبت, meaning to verify, to confirm. أثبت بينة سداد. Prove or establish, verify the evidence for paying it back. ما عنده بينة. ما عنده بينة. He doesn't have evidence. ينقلب المدعي الأصلي. The ينقلب, he turns. المدعي الأصلي, the original claimant, he turns إلى مدعي عليه. He turns to the one who the claim is against. And I'm going to explain this in a minute in case it's not clear. يحلف أنه ما سدد له شيئا. So, وهكذا. Right? وهكذا. We'll stop there for a second. So now, Abdullah went to court and said, Abu Muawiyah owes me $1,000. Right? Abdullah is the mudda'i. And I am the mudda'i alayhi. And I am the one who the claim is upon him. He's the one making the claim, and the claim is against me. Abdullah did not provide an evidence that I owe him. Right? And when they ask me, I say, no, I did pay it back. Right? I did pay it. Now I became the claimant, and Abdullah is the one who was claimed against, because I said that I paid the debt. So now I made a claim. Right? So Abdullah took me into court and couldn't prove that I didn't pay him back. And I claimed that I did pay him back. So now I became the claimant. And they're going to ask me for evidence. أثبت بينة السداد. Prove to us that you paid it back. Show me a receipt that you gave him. Show me a deposit into his bank account. For that, show me a check that inside the note on the bottom it says payment for such and such debt. Show me something that proves you paid it back. I don't have it. I don't have anything. I just know. I'm telling them I paid the $1,000 back. Al-an al-mudda'i al-asli, the original claimant, which was Abdullah, right? He turned yanqalib ila mudda'i alayh, to the one who the claim is against him. Because now I said, no, I paid him. So now Abdullah has to yahlif annahu ma saddada lahu shay'an. Abdullah now has to claim that I have not paid him any. He has to swear that I have not paid him anything. Wahakada. So he said, sometimes this is how it comes. Sometimes someone comes in, they make an oath, right? Or they make a claim. In the middle of that claim, they're supposed to bring the evidence. They didn't bring it. They don't have a clear evidence that this person owes them. This person says, no, I paid it back. You know, I swear I paid it back, right? Or I paid it back. Then he doesn't have the evidence that he did pay it back. So now this person makes him swear that he did, that he didn't, or vice versa. So it could be like this in the court sometimes. He says, Hakala. This is how it is. And the Sheikh is a judge. Abdul Muslim al-Qasim is a judge in Medina, so he knows this stuff, right? Sheikh Abdul Muslim is a judge. Any questions?
The only place I saw, I was trying to ask is, this is bin Nukul, am I right?
Yeah, but Nukuli, yes, it's with a kasra. I just got carried away and wrote Dhamma, that's all. Bin Nukuli, no. So he says, Al-Maqsood, the intention, the goal, and whoever's got radio or walkie-talkie in the background, you have to mute yourself or something.
Alright, thank you.
Al-Maqsood anna hadha, that this hadithun azimun, this is a tremendous hadith. It didn't say anna hadha al-hadithu azimun, that this hadith is tremendous, but he said this is a tremendous hadith. The same meaning but worded differently. Fi asli at-taqadi, fi asli at-taqadi. At-taqadi is just basically judging and making rulings bain an-nas, between the people, right? Bayinatun ala al-mudda'i wa yaminun ala man ankara. This is the rule. The bayina is on the claimant and the yameen is on the one who denies it. And I just, since we only got two and a half lines, I'll just read these and then we can read it all. وَالَّذِي فِي صَحِحَيْن, and that which is in the Sahihain, لَا يُؤْتَن لَوْ, it should be لَوْ يُؤْتَن nas, right? لَوْ يُؤْتَن nas بِدَعْوَى. Or he could be saying here, and I'm not sure, لَا يُؤْتَن nas بِدَعْوَاهُم, that the people are not given. It might not say low, if the people, it might be the people are not given according to their claims, right? He might not be making a statement that if the people were given such and such. He might say the people are not given according to their claims. And Allah knows best, but I think it should probably be low here. We'll have to look it up. لا يؤتى الناس بدعواهم لأدعى قوم, then the people would claim دماء رجالا وأموالهم, right, and their wealth. They would claim the blood of men and their wealth. ولكن اليمين على المدعي عليه وليس فيه البينة على المدعي بينة, and there is no evidence, no proof for the claim upon the one who is making the claim. Al-Mudda'i wal Hadith fil Bukhari or Muslim. And the Hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim. So he says here, and this is why I always want to say it should be low, just to make sense with the Hadith. وَالَّذِي فِي Sahih Muslim, or وَفِي Sahihain, that which is in the two Sahihs, لو يؤتى الناس بدعواهم, if the people were given according to their claims, لَعَدَّعَ قَوْمٌ دِمَاءَ رِجَالٍ وَأَمْوَالَهُم, then the people would claim the wealth of men and the blood of men and their wealth. وَلَكِنَ الْيَمِينَ عَلَى الْمُدَّعِي, but the oath is upon the one who is claimed against. وَلَيْسَ فِيهِ الْبَيِّنَةِ عَلَى الْمُدَّعِي, and is not in that hadith. There's not in that hadith وَلَيْسَ فِيهِ, meaning in the hadith in the Sahihain, وَلَيْسَ فِيهِ, it is not in it, الْبَيِّنَةِ عَلَى الْمُدَّعِي, that there is the evidence is upon the one who makes the claim. Rather, the hadith he's talking about here, and I'm going to try to look it up while y'all are reading, that it just says that the yameen is ala mudda'i alay. It doesn't, ala man ankara, like this. It doesn't mention the first part, that the evidence is upon the claimant. Rather, he just mentions that the swearing the oath is upon the one who is claimed against. Wal hadith fi al-Bukhari and Muslim. Any questions? Bukhari, Muslim. In the meantime, I'll try to find a hadith to make sure we got our right wording and stuff. But if Abdullah wants to start reading.
لكن البينة على المدعي واليمين على من أنكر. البينة على المدعي ليس عنده بينة. اليمين على من أنكر التي ينكر يحلف اليمين. فإذا لم يحلف يقضي عليه بالنكول. وأحيانا قد يكون المدعي عليه أحيانا ينقلب إليه مدعٍ. ولو ادعى أنه سدد قرضا المدعي هنا الآن أن أدعى بالسد. نقول أثبت بينة السداد. ما عنده بينة ينقلب المدعي الأصلي إلى مدعى عليه يحلف أنه ما سدد له شيئا. وهكذا المقصود أن هذا حديث عظيم في أصل اعتقاد بين بين الناس بين بينة بينة على المدعي يمين على من أنكر والذي في الصحيحين لا لو يأتى الناس
يؤتى
بدعوى
يؤتى
يؤتى الناس
ناسو يؤتى الناس. Same as in the hadith.
okay yeah ناس بدعوتهم لأدعى قوم دماء رجال وأموالهم ولكن اليمين على المدعى عليه وليس فيه البينة على المدعي والحديث في البخاري ومسلم.
Naam. In Sahih Bukhari, hadith number 4552, it says that Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, he said, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لو يؤتى الناس بدعواهم لذهب دماء قوم وأموالهم. He said that if the people were given according to their claims, then the لذهب دماء قوم وأموالهم, meaning then the blood and the wealth of people would have went. It would have been taken, right? And then he recited an ayat, which is not here. And قال ابن عباس قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم اليمين على مدعى عليه. Then the oath is upon the one who is made the claim against. And it doesn't mention the al-bayna ala mudda'i. But the hadith he narrated here by meaning. He narrated by meaning, and this is an issue amongst the scholars. Can you narrate a hadith by meaning, or do you have to say it according to the exact wording that has been narrated? And most of the scholars will agree that it could be narrated by meaning because many of the hadith themselves are narrated by meaning from the Sahaba, right? Not by wording. But you have to know what the hadith means, and you have to know that the words you're going to narrate it by don't contradict the original meaning, that you're not losing any of the original meaning, and you're not contradicting what he originally said by paraphrasing. But anyway, the Sheikh just paraphrased here, but the hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, it does not have this al-bayna al-mudda'i. Aba Sumayya.
لكن البينة على المدعي واليمين على من أنكر. البينة على المدعي ليس عنده بينة. اليمين على من أنكر الذي ينكر يحلف اليمين فإذا لم يحلف يقضي عليه بالنقول. وأحيانا قد يكون المدعي عليه أحيانا ينقلب إلى مدعي، فلو أدعى أنه سدد قرضا المدعي هنا الآن ادعى بالسداد، نقول أثبت بينة السداد ما عنده بينة. ينقلب المدعي الأصلي إلى مدعي عليه.
I said that wrong at first, and I just read it in the hadith. Mudda'a. There's just two dots are not there, right? I figured it was a mistake, but it was my fault. I was mistaken. Mudda'a alay. Because mudda'i is your fa'il. Mudda'a alay Mudda'a here is going to be your maf'ul, right? He's the one who it's claimed against. So that's why the fatha is there and not the kasra.
إلى مدعى عليه يحلف أنه ما سدد له شيئا وهكذا. المقصود أن هذا حديث عظيم في أصل التقاضي بين الناس، بينة على المدعي، يمين على من أنكره. والذي في صحيحين لو طق الناس بدعواهم لأدعى قوم دماءهم رجال وأموالهم، ولكن اليمين على المدعى عليه وليس فيها بينة على المدعي. والحديث في البخاري ومسلم.
Now again, for anybody who wants to go back in Bukhari, it's number 4552. I didn't look it up in Muslim, but they can look up for the exact wording here, right? But the point is, al-bayna al-mudda'i is not in that hadith. طيب. Al-Hadith al-Rabi' wa thalathun, the 34th hadith, and Abi Sa'id al-Khudri radiyallahu anhu. Who can tell me what Abu Sa'id al-Khudri's name is?
Saad.
Somebody's whole name?
Yeah.
Saad. I don't remember, but I don't read it. Saad something.
Yeah, Sa'id.
Saad bin Malik.
No, Abu Sa'id is his kunya. What's his name?
Saad bin Malik
ibn Malik.
Sinan.
Sa'ad ibn Malik ibn Sinan. No. It's the hadith right before it. رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول, I heard the messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم saying, من رأى منكم منكرا فليغيره بيده فإن لم تستطع فبلسانه فإن لم يستطع فبقلبه وذلك أضعف الإيمان. Whoever amongst you sees a munkar, something which is no good, right? Something which is detestable. فَلْيُغَيِّرْهُ, then let him change it بِيَدِهِ, with his hand. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ, and if he's not able, فَبِلِسَانِهِ, then with his tongue. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ, then if he's not able, فَبِقَلْبِهِ, then with his heart. وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ, and that is the weakest of Iman. ساق المصنف رحمه الله هذا الحديث في الأربعين النووية التي اشترط فيها أن تكون مدار الدين عليها لبيان درجات الإنكار ووجوب إنكار المنكر على كل حال. Right? ساق المصنف رحمه الله هذا الحديث في الأربعين النووية. Right? Because أربعين is majroor with a ya. And Nawawiyyah is an adjective describing the 40. So it's majroor with the kasra. Allati, he brought this hadith in a 40 hadith. Allati, which ishtarata, which he made a condition from the word shurut. Ishtarata fiha, he made a condition in it, in them. And takuna, that they be madar ad-din alayha. Madar ad-din alayha, that the deen would be revolving around them. Li bayani, to clarify. Darajati, the levels. Daraja is level. Darajat, levels. Darajat al-inkari, the levels of inkar, the levels of making of denying something, as we just had. Ala man ankara, the one who denies the claim. So when you see someone doing something, you make inkar on them. You make, no, akhi, this is not good. You denying something to that person. It's not really the meaning of deny here. It means to, like, command the good and forbid the evil here. You're making inkar. You're saying, no, akhi, don't. Stop. Don't do this. But it comes from the same word. Wa wujubi. Wa wujubi. Because it goes back to li bayani. And to clarify the wujub, the obligation of inkari, al-munkari, of the making inkar, making this saying we don't like it, whatever the case is, right? Of the detestable thing, ala kulli halin. Kulli, nam, ala kulli halin. In every condition or situation. Bi umurihi. With its affairs. Al-thalatha, meaning al-thalathi. It's three matters. Bi tadarruji fiha. With taking this tadarruj, these steps, right? Tadarruj means to go step by step. It comes from the word daraja or darajat, right? Bitadarruj, meaning to go step by step, not to just jump all the way to the end or whatever, right? Qala, he said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, men ra'a munkarin, right? He actually said men ra'a minkum munkarin, but either way, men ra'a munkarin fal yughayyirhu biyadihi. Yughayyir, this is a sukoon on that ra, because fal makes that present tense verb majzoom. Fal yughayyirhu biyadihi. Then let him change it with his hand. Yani, meaning, إذا كان يستطيع, if he was able to, ذلك, if he was able to do that, right? If he was able to do that. He says, وَهَدَمَ أَهْلُ الْحِسْبَةِ. This phrase here, I was not able to figure out what he meant. Hadama means to destroy. Right? To be destroyed or something along that line. To be demolished or destroyed. Ahlul Hisbah. Ahlul Hisbah is the people of, like the people who are in charge of these affairs. Right? The people who are in charge of commanding good and forbidding the evil. These are called Ahlul Hisbah. You know? And I don't understand what he means. Wahadama Ahlul Hisbah. Meaning, basically, Allahu Alam. The only thing I could think is they're not around. Right? They're not around. Wahadama Ahlul Hisbah. Basically, they're not around. The people who are in charge of this stating what is right and what is wrong, these are known as Ahlul Hisbah. They're not around, so therefore you do it. I don't know. Right? I guess. من رأى منكرا فليغيره بيده يعني إذا كان يستطيع ذلك وهدم أهل الحسبة. I guess that's what it means. Wahadama ahla, or hudima, maybe hudima ahlul hisbah. That the ahlul hisbah is not there. They're not around, right? They're not there. They're not established or something. Because otherwise you would just tell them and you would let them change it, especially if it took by doing so by hand, right? if it took doing so by hand. That's not clear to me what he meant there, right? But that's the only thing I can think of. So whoever sees something wrong, then let him change it with his hand. If he has the ability to do that, and something with Ahl Hisbah, I guess, like I said, it means that they weren't around or they weren't capable, they weren't established. Then you yourself change it with your hand if you have the ability to do that. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ huh?
So we're gonna say like Hudima.
Yeah, Hudima would be that they're not there, that they're destroyed, that they're dismantled or something. You know what I mean? Because if I say Hadama, that means somebody destroyed them, right? We're not gonna say Hadama. I don't know. I'm not.
Hudima. Okay. Well, Hudima.
But just say, if you say it could be yeah, I mean, the only thing I could think, like I said, the only thing it means to me like that Hadama.
Maybe it should be Ain, Hadama.
Huh? Hadama would mean somebody destroyed the people of Hisbah. Somebody destroyed that institution of commanding good and forbidding evil. Hadama, the fa'il, would be somebody else. You understand? So, Ahl
What I'm
Hisbah.
saying is maybe it should be with Ain.
No, because Ahl Hisbah, how could they be Adama? Maybe.
Yeah, there's a verb for that if you're devoid.
Yeah.
Ain.
Yeah, I understand that. But I mean, maybe. Let me look at my keyboard. Ha and Ain are in way two different spots. Allah knows best. If he said the Ha was right next to it, I say maybe, you know, but Allahu Alam. Give me 1 second. We just gotta do this.
So there's gonna be Ahlal or Ahlul.
Well, we're gonna see right now. Ahla is what I got right now.
Okay. That look like a dumb up there on your paper.
Well, because of Hudima. That's because I made it
Okay.
Naib al-Fa'il, right?
Okay.
Let's see here. Give me a second. We'll just see what he says.
لو يعطى الناس بدعواهم لادعى رجال أموال قوم ودماءهم. الحين لو يعطى من الرضا بالمنكر وإنكاره لم يستطع فبلسانه ما يستطيع أن يغير المنكر. عن أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه أنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من رأى منكم منكرا فليغيره بيده. نعم. ساق المصنف رحمه الله هذا الحديث في الأربعين النووية التي فيها اشترط فيها أن تكون مدار الدين عليها لبيان درجات الإنكار ووجوب إنكار المنكر على كل حال بأموره الثلاثة في التدرج فيها. نعم قال من رأى منكم منكرا فليغيره بيده يعني إذا كان يستطيع ذلك وهو من أهل الحسبة.
Okay. Well, he says something totally different. He says, وَهُمْ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْحِسْبَةِ. So this is all the way wrong. وَهُمْ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْحِسْبَةِ. And then there's going to be a kasra on there, Abdullah. Ahli, because of men. وَهُمْ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْحِسْبَةِ.
So that's not even in there. Well, whom?
Yeah, it's just somehow type out. وَهُمْ وَهَدَمَ وَهُمْ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْحِسْبَةِ. See, this is the problems that you can imagine editors go through of books and articles and newspapers and stuff. You know what I mean? Alhamdulillah. Right? وَهُمْ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْحِسْبَةِ. Meaning, if they have the ability to change it, and they're from the Ahlul Hisbah. They're from those people who, right, are in charge of this, going around and doing things. So, for instance, you see somebody smoking cigarettes. Can you just walk up and break their cigarettes? If you're from the police, go for it. You know, you got the right to do it. You know what I mean? But if you're not from the police, then you're in trouble if you do that, go around doing that. You're going to meet somebody tougher than you know. فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ. And if he's not able to do so, then with his tongue. يعني فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ تَغْيِيرُ تَسْتَطِعْ is مجزوم after lam. تغيير المنكر بيده. Right? Munkari biyadihi. If he's not able to do this taghyir, because this is form 2. غير يغير تغيير. بشر يبشر تبشير. درس يدرس تدريس. تغيير. فإن لم يستطيع تغيير المنكر. Tagir here, mansub, because it is the object of the verb. If he's not able to do what? Not able to change the munkar. Biyadihi, with his hand. Right? وَلَمْ يَكُنَ الْمُنكَرُ. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ. And this is also medzum, and there was a waw in it at first. But when it became medzum, we dropped the waw. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ الْمُنكَرُ. Al-munkaru fi baytihi. If he's not able to change it with a hand, and the munkar's not in his house. Now I'm in my house. Somebody comes in my house. My son comes in my house. Right? I can say, hey, I'm breaking the cigarettes. Right? May Allah protect all our family from this. Right? But I have the control in my house. I can't go around breaking somebody's, woofers in their car, but I could break my son's woofers. If he comes home with some speakers in his car, I could break them, he's in my house. I'm in charge. Right? So he says, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ. And if he's not able to, then with his tongue. يعني فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ تَغْيِيرَ الْمُنْكَرِ بِيَدِهِ. If he's not able to change the munkar with his hand, وَلَمْ يَكُنُّ الْمُنْكَرْ فِي بَيْتِهِ. And the munkar is not in his house. As well, Abdullah comes in my house smoking, and I know he doesn't smoke. It's a different Abdullah, not this Abdullah in here, right? Then we say, Akhi, you can't come in here with that stuff, man. You can't even come with those cigarettes in my house. I can say that if I want. Not necessarily that I can break them, but I can say, hey, don't come in my house. If he comes in my house with him anyway, I could break him. It's my house. I'm in charge. You were in my house. I told you don't bring that stuff in my house. You brought it. I broke it. Walahu qudratun. And he has qudra. He has power. Ala taghyirihi. على تغييره كالأب في البيت, like the father in the house, right? فلينكر فلينكر بلسانه. So he says basically here, if he's not able to, and the munkar is not in his house, and he has the power to change it like the father does inside the house, but this ain't in his house, right? فَلْيُنْكِرْ بِلِسَانِهِ. Then he does the inkar with his tongue. يعني مثل ابن. مثل الابن. Right? Like the son. ينكر على والده. Like the son who makes inkar on his father. bilisan, with the tongue. The son can't break the father's cigarettes. The father isn't the father. He's not the one who is in charge. The father is in charge. Right? The father has that right. You can't go around doing it to your father. The father could do it to the son, but not the son to the father. He has to change it باللسان, with the tongue. لا يجوز هذا المنكر مثلا. This one can't make munkar. This مثلا, right? ما يستطيع الشخص, right? ما يستطيع الشخص. A person is not able. لا باليد ولا باللسان. And this, I don't know why they broke this paragraph. Basically, it should be ... I guess. المرتبة الثالثة بالقلب. So, the son.
Yeah.
Huh?
You said that should be on there to the rest of it.
I guess because here he's saying, he says ما يستطيع الشخص لا باليد ولا باللسان المرتبة الثالث. Right? المرتبة الثالثة. Then he says the third level. Right? The third level. So he's basically going from he's saying if a person doesn't have the ability to change it with his hand nor with a tongue, then the third level. So why did they break that off into a third or a separate paragraph? That's just the typo did that. Typist did that. Not typo, but typist did that. So we go back up here. ولم يكن المنكر في بيته وله قدرة على تغيير كالأب في البيت. So he has ability. This munkar is not in his house. He's not able to change it with his hand, and it's not in his house. And he has the power to change it like the father. Then he changes it with his hand, like the son. It's in the house, but he does inkar on his father with his tongue. Because he's not the one in charge. He doesn't have the qudra. Right? He doesn't have the qudra. And yughayyiruhu bi yadihi, to change it with his hand. He doesn't have that. He's not the father. He's the son. So he yunkiru ala walidihi bil lisan. And he makes the inkar on his father with his tongue. La yajuz hadha al munkar. La yajuz. So he says, Abi, la yajuz hadha al munkar. Mathalan, for example. He says, Abi, this is not permissible. Meaning with his tongue. He says that. La yajuz hadha al munkar. This munkar, this evil thing. La yajuz as-sijara. La yajuz shurb al-khamr. It's not permissible to smoke cigarettes. It's not permissible to drink alcohol. La yajuz al-muzika. La yajuz whatever the case it is that he's making inkar of. Right? So he does it with his tongue. ما يستطيع الشخص لا بيدي ولا باللسان المرتبة الثالثة. A person is not able to do it with his tongue, or his hand, nor his tongue, then المرتبة الثالثة, right? والمراد بالقلب. والمراد بالقلب. يعني, and we'll go inshallah ta'ala. Let's read up to there. Let's read up to, I guess, here. Let's see if we can get anywhere. Fadl Abdullah.
And Abi Sa'id Khudri radiallahu anhu قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من رأي منكم منكرا.
رأي or رأى؟
رأى فليغيره بيده فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه فإن لم يستطع فبقلبه وذلك أسنأت أفول الإيمان. سقى المصنف رحمه الله هذا الحديث في الأربعين النووية التي اشترط فيها أن تكون مدى الدين عليها لبيان درجات الإنكار ووجوب إنكار المنكر على كل حال بأموره الثلاث بالتدأوج فيها قل من رأي منكرا فليغيره بيده يعني إذا كان يستطيع ذلك وهم من أهل الحسبة فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه يعني فإن لم يستطع تغيير المنكر بيده ولم يكن المنكر
يكن whenever يكون المنكر not يكن never يكن كان يكون
okay you can المنكر في بيته وله قدرة على تغييره كالأب في البيت ينكر بلسانه يعني مثل الابن ينكر على والده باللسان لا يجوز هذا المنكر مثلا لا يستطيع الشخص لا باليد ولا باللسان المرتبة الثالثة بالقلب. What will happen?
Just stop right there.
بالقلب.
No.
Okay.
Allah basumaya.
Yeah, before I go, this phrase, وَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ, shouldn't this be تَغْيِيرُ الْمُنْكَرِ بِيَدِهِ?
No, if he's not able to make the تغيير فإن لم يستطع تغيير, if he's not able to do if تغيير المنكر is possible, right? But he's not able to do it.
Okay. So the تغيير here is the mudaf.
No, it's منصوب مفعول به.
Okay. So al-munkar is the mudaf ilayh.
Right. Yeah, it's مضاف, but it's منصوب مفعول به أولا. And وهو مضاف والمنكر مضاف إليه مجرور.
Okay. الحديث الرابع والثلاثون عن أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول من رأى منكم منكرا فليغيره بيده فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه فإن لم يستطع فبقلبه وذلك أضعف الإيمان. ساق المصنف رحمه الله هذا الحديث في الأربعين نووية التي اشترط فيها أن تكون مدار الدين عليها ببيان درجة الإنكار ووجوب إنكار المنكر على كل حال بأموره الثلاث بالتدرج فيها. قال من رأى منكرا فليغيره بيده، يعني إذا كان يستطيع ذلك وهم من أهل الإسبة، فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه، يعني فإن لم يستطع تغيير المنكر بيده ولم يكن المنكر في بيته وله قدرة على تغييره كالحب في البيت، فلينكر بلسانه، يعني مثل الأم ينكر على والده باللسان. لا يجوز هذا المنكر، مثلا ما يستطيع شخص لا باليد ولا باللسان. المرتبة الثالثة بالقلب.
No. Inshallah ta'ala, that's our time for today. Bi-idhnillah ta'ala. We'll finish this tomorrow and start the next hadith. The next hadith is 6 pages, 6 full pages, inshallah. So it'll take us a little more time than this. Jazakumullah khairan. See you brothers tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum